Prepping 101 series. Hey, what do you carry with you every day? Hey, but what stuff you got in your car? Hey, what's in your center console? Ma, you got a Band-Aid? She'd reach into her bag, she had a Band-Aid. Ma, I'm hungry. She'd reach into her bag, she had like a snack or a cookie or a lollipop or something. It's like Mary Poppins' magic bag of just like, I always wondered what's in there, right? I don't know if you're familiar with the acronym for SYSTEM. Save yourself time, energy, money. I have it in my pocket. It's in there. It's got to be in there. It's always in there. I got a lot of stuff in my pockets. It's not possible. It's not possible. It's not possible. If you've been interested in the survivalist or prepper community for even 5 minutes, you've heard the term EDC, which stands for everyday carry. The idea of everyday carry is a concept or idea that most preppers, most survivalists subscribe to, which is the idea of having some sort of system for the items that you carry on your person, in your bag, your pack, your car, your desk at work, wherever you go, the things that you would use most commonly or need for every day. A lot of people get really caught up in, hey, what's the latest and greatest flashlight or knife or gun or backpack or gear and stuff. And I've been there too. I'm still there too sometimes, not like I used to be. And there's tons of cool stuff out there. The day, if I should ever hit the lottery, I'm going to go to my Amazon cart and just push buy now. And $50,000 worth of stuff is just going to show up at my house. If every time I saw somebody had some cool thing, whether it was on someone's video or people I hang out with or whatever, like, oh man, I really like that. I don't need it, but I would like it. And all right, save for later. Add to my wish list. And oh my God, the stuff that will show up at my house. My students that come to me for emergency preparedness coaching or guidance, one of the first things they ask is, what should I carry on me like every day? I don't know. What do you need every day? So for me, my everyday carry doesn't change every day. It definitely changes seasonally. The stuff that's in my pack or in my car and stuff like that. And it also changes depending on what my work schedule and my work flow is going to be like. So I brought with me a few of my packs, things that I use, different bags that I've used for different times and different jobs and purposes and whatnot. And more important than the stuff that's in there is the system, or how I kind of learned the system and how I teach the system so that you make your system like outfitted and geared for you particularly. What's up, warriors? It's Kyoshi Dave Herman with 5 Elements Tactical Training, here to share with you some warrior skills and drills that anyone can learn and everyone should know. If you're new to the channel, welcome and thanks for stopping by. If you're already following us on social media and that's how you found your way over to this channel, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and the bell notification button, and YouTube will let you know when the next video drops so you can get all sorts of cool content from here as well. So as part of our Prepping 101 series, we're talking about EDC, or everyday carry. Again, more important than the actual stuff is the plan of how you figure out what stuff you need for every day. Again, I brought some bags, some packs with me to kind of give you an idea of some of the different levels that I carry for work, for home, for keeping my truck, keep on my person, that type of stuff. When I ask friends of mine that are not of the prepper or survivalist mindset, I say, hey, what do you carry with you every day? And it looks something like this. A wallet. Or my keys. Or, my watch. And when I ask them, like, hey, but what stuff you got in your car? Like, oh, I got a ton of stuff in my car. Well, is it in a backpack? Is it in a bag? Is it in a bin? Is it in a crate? Is it in a milk crate or something like that? If I ask them like, hey, what's in your center console? Oh my God, tons of stuff. Right, well, what stuff? And I'm sure that it's stuff that's outfitted for them or for the kids that they're going to have in the car or whoever's going to be in the car with them or the stuff that they need in the course of their workday. If you're a person who spends a lot of time on the road, you probably have a lot of stuff in your car that's for like road trip mentality, like, oh, I got some stuff for gas and for tolls and for if I get a flat tire, and they're probably Johnny on the spot with that type of stuff. If they're a person who works outside a lot, they probably make sure they have a raincoat and an umbrella and a shovel and whatever other stuff. If it's somebody who takes a train to work every day, they're probably gonna have some sort of bag or briefcase or backpack or something that has the stuff that they've acquired over months or years of bad days. The day they got caught without their phone charger. So that went in there and it stays there forever. Like, I have my phone charger for my bag. Maybe somebody who wears reading glasses might have an extra set of glasses in case they forget their glasses. Or these are the glasses that go in my bag, so when I'm on the train, I take out my glasses and I could read while the train takes me from here to wherever. Again, the system comes from bad days of forgetting stuff at home. One of the easiest ways that I could describe to somebody how to come up with their best EDC or everyday carry is leave the house with nothing except for a pen and paper. Obviously you need your keys and you need your wallet, but those are things you probably pack with you every day. But you leave with a pen and paper, and every time you go, oh man, where's my, write it down. And then at the end of the day, go to your list of all the things you needed in that day and put them in your bag, right? By the end of a week, you probably have a good amount of stuff or a good understanding of what stuff you need every day. Do it for a month, and by the end of that month, you probably have a really good idea of what's in your bag because you had a day that you forgot it or you went without it, and it was a lesson that like, oh man, that was such a crummy day without my gum, my mints, my glasses, my medicine, my headache meds, my whatever. But those bad days are the things that teach you the best lessons on what you should have in your pack, what you should have in your bag, what you should have in your kit, what you should have in your pockets. I don't know if you're familiar with the acronym for SYSTEM. Save yourself time, energy, money. I can't think of how many times I was out and had to spend money on something that I'm like, I have 10 of these at home. For me, chapstick. I like a certain kind, I like the chapstick brand with the blue label. It's got the moisturizer and SPF, whatever. And that's the one I like. I use it all the time. I use it every day. I have it in my pocket. It's in there. It's got to be in there. It's always in there. I got a lot of stuff in my pockets. Boom. So I buy them by the 3-pack, right? And I have them in probably every one of these bags probably has one. I have one in my pocket all the time. And when I don't, I go nuts without it, and I'll spend like $2 or $3 on one of them, and it drives me nuts because I'm like, oh, how could I forget that? That, in a nutshell, is the whole idea of how you develop your system so that you don't have to like spend $5 on some stupid thing that you probably have 50 of at home, but you forgot to bring with you. So each one of these bags, they're all my packs. One of these days I'll make a review of each one because they're all awesome. That's why somebody else had them, and I was like, oh, that's a cool bag. And it was one of those things that I grabbed and became part of my system for different purposes. And I've used each one of these for a long time. But again, each one has a different purpose. So check this out. Just like when you think about EDC, my friend who I said, hey, what's your EDC? And he reaches in his pocket and pulls out his wallet and his keys and his phone. He's like, boom, there's my EDC. Cool, yeah, that's part of it. So on your person, what's part of your EDC? So I know, like before I leave my house, every morning, I have my routine. Everything's out on my dresser, on my nightstand next to my bed. So my right pocket, I have my folding knife, I have asthma, I have an inhaler, my chapstick, and a lighter. I don't even smoke, but I've been doing a lot of stuff with power cord, 550 cord, and I'm always cutting cord and burning the end so it doesn't fray, and that's really what I use the lighter for. My phone and my AirPods. My left pocket, I carry a flashlight everywhere I go, every day. I have my wallet, my badge wallet. I'm a police officer, my ID and creds. I always have a bandana in my pocket, and lately I've been walking around with power cord and, I don't even know what that is, lint. Anything in this pocket. Anything I put in my pockets other than that, like if I grab somebody's business card, goes in my pocket. If I need an extra thing or whatever, these are my, don't leave home without it. This, not all the time. But my right pocket, knife. Here's how I get ready in the morning. Inhaler, lighter, chapstick, AirPods, phone, wallet, badge and creds, flashlight, bandana, a cord, and out I go. Most days I have my firearm and a spare magazine, so I wear my belt with a firearm and magazine. Before I leave the house, I do you ever do like make sure I have all my stuff with me, right? So obviously I'll have my keys and my coffee. Those are keys and coffee are also part of my personal everyday carry because those are the things that make me happy and comfortable, and it makes my day easier. So I go gun, magazine, badge, wallet. That's the first thing. Like in my gun, mag, badge, wallet, knife, light, Then I go to everything else because I can't leave without my ID or my wallet, obviously, my knife and my flashlight. And the first thing I always look for is, of course, my firearm, because that's something you never ever want to leave laying around somewhere. So all these other things, all these other bags have served a certain purpose or still serve a certain purpose depending on what I'm doing. I have several jobs. So depending on which job I'm going to is which bag am I bringing with me. If I go jogging or walking or whatever at night, if I'm going to carry my firearm, I wear a fanny pack. Now that fanny pack holds a lot of other stuff that I've seen plenty of people use. That's their everyday carry. Everything they need goes into that pack that they wear. I had some shoulder surgery and I couldn't get into my pockets. So I went to firearms instructor school. A buddy of mine had this bag and he carried his iPad in it, and this was like his school bag. This little thing. I always forget the name of what it's called. It's Red Rock Outdoor Gear, and apparently they make a whole bunch of stuff, but it's got a concealed carry pocket for your firearm. But when I couldn't get into my pockets and I had to wear a sling, I had both shoulders done, so I've worn this on both sides. But man, this thing became like my cargo pants. I'm always big on cargo pants and cargo shorts and all that stuff. And when I couldn't get into my pockets, this was my pack. I'm a police officer, so this was my patrol bag. My bag that, again, you're at work for hours and hours on end. It's not always easy to find a place to stop and eat or grab a bathroom or whatever. So little by little, you start to figure out like, oh, I had a really bad headache. So I know in here I have a bottle of just like headache meds, and the orange ones are Motrin, the blue ones are Aleve, the little blue ones are Imodium, the white ones are Excedrin. Like I just know it's all over the counter stuff, but I know which one's which, and I put them all in the same jar, and I know what's in there. And down here, gloves. You always, police work, you always need gloves. I have work gloves in here, toilet paper in here, a spare flashlight in here, and basically it's become a little bit of preparation and then a lot of days of being caught without stuff that you need all the time. This is not my everyday carry bag for work anymore. I will go to it sometimes. It's usually in the back of my truck. So there's some odds and ends that if I got to come back in here for stuff that I don't need all the time, I know where to find it. When I came back from shoulder surgery and I was on light duty, I was sitting at a desk. So it's a 511 side trip briefcase, which, man, this thing is just an animal. I love it. It's one of my favorite bags ever. Again, it's 511. I like 511 stuff. But I got this when I was in the police academy, and I've used it for dojo work. I've used it for when I was on desk duty, and I didn't need all my other stuff. I didn't need my trauma kit and stuff, and it held my paperwork, my doctor's notes. Now I use it pretty much for my YouTube stuff. Like it holds my laptop. There's a laptop in here, and books and chargers and stuff. And again, it's a system that's become a lot of bad days of forgetting stuff that I just kind of accumulate stuff. It's like, oh man, make sure I keep an extra set of cables in there, and an extra charger for the wall, an extra whatever. This is cool too. It's got this could be a whole review all by itself, which I really should do because I'm such a fan of it. And it's just been just amazing. It's just a great bag. Hold bottles of water on the side. And this one has really been my longest running school bag, backpack. You know when you think of like your mom growing up, Ma, you got a Band-Aid, and she'd reach into her bag, she had a Band-Aid. Ma, I'm hungry. She'd reach into her bag, she had like a snack or a cookie or a lollipop or something. And it's like Mary Poppins' magic bag of just like, I always wondered what's in there, right? Well, ask your mom, your wife, your sister, like what's in your purse? Like, oh my God, everything. Right. So this bag has been my longest running and current bits and pieces that I've had in each thing that I leave the house and this comes with me. I get in the police car, this comes with me. I go to the dojo, this comes with me. If I'm going to be working a security gig in the city for hours and hours on end, this comes with me. And in there I got a lot of like, there's like 5 areas that when you start learning about prepping, you have, oh my God, food and water, clothes, health and hygiene, comfort items, survival gear. And I have things from each one of those lists. Now, am I going to get lost in the wilderness and have this with me and survive? No. But I have stuff in there to make fire. I guarantee there's like a contractor garbage bag that I could use to make, cover myself if I didn't have my raincoat with me. And I'll show you some of the stuff that's in here. It's not worth dumping the whole thing out and going into it. But again, the most important part of all this is that you get the idea of leave your house with nothing but a pen and paper, your wallet and your keys and that type of stuff. And at the end of the day, every time you needed something, write it down, look at your list, and start putting it in a bag. Whether you carry something small, something medium, something briefcase, whatever it is, and before you know it, you're going to have like probably more stuff than you need. 511 Rush 12. I love the 511 Rush series. If you haven't checked out the 511 Rush 2.0, I did a review on that. It's got a top pouch. I have a Lego guy. I don't know why this is in here, but Lego guy. I got some spare cash in case, I don't know, in case I need money. Writing tools, crayons, a flashlight. This is going to be a little bit insane, but it'll be fun. Flashlight. Again, I have asthma. I have an extra inhaler. Another thing of the random assorted over-the-counter meds. Big fat Sharpie marker. Safety pin. Crayon. Lighter. Whistle for signaling help. That's a good one. It's got this admin pouch. This is going to be fun trying to pull this stuff back in. PBA cards. I got my family. Those are wipes to like wash your hands. More paracord. Stomach agita meds. Hairbrush. Morale patch. Another inhaler. Junk. The front is where I keep my business cards and tattoos. What do I keep tattoos for? We'll have another video on child abduction prevention, but I have a system for if I go somewhere with my kids, like an amusement park or Chuck E. Cheese or any of those things, that there's a system that I put temporary tattoos on them where I know where it'll be, and that way, God forbid they get lost or I think they've gone missing, we take pictures and I could send it to whatever security is there, lock the place down, like don't let this kid leave. Child predators might want to swap their clothes, but they're not going to get that tattoo off in a jiffy. We'll have a whole nother video on that. It's like an admin pouch or a multi-tool. First aid kit. It's got tweezers and Band-Aid and stuff. Mints. Right in the rain pad. Glow sticks. In case I go to a rave or something like that. I'm a baby powder junkie. Spare batteries. Hey, I keep them in this little metal tin, and I line the inside of the tin with electrical tape so that the batteries don't touch the metal of the thing and get all funky. A leave. I train a lot. I fight a lot. I get banged up a lot. These are AA batteries. This safety pins. This is a fire starter kit. Again, do I need all this stuff? No, but I have it. 5 elements swag. 5 elements more swag. I like when I go to like different shops and guys appreciate it. I give them some stuff. Electrical tape, another flashlight, some writing tools. You see all the junk that's in here? I didn't even know half the stuff is in here. Until I need it, I go looking for it. Ah, contractor garbage bag, what'd I tell you? 2 of them. Work gloves, 2 of them. Rain ponchos for my kids. Lock picking set for work. Rain poncho for me, rain poncho for my wife. I stuffed all this stuff in here, and I guess I haven't emptied it out since the last time we went somewhere. But like I said, it comes with me everywhere. Hot hands, hand warmer things. Protein shake, another bandana, more gloves, pen and paper. My buddy, my partner at work just gave me this cool tourniquet thing. I haven't tried it out yet. Another contractor bag. And here I got some mini first aid boo-boo kit, some snacks. This is gloves and Band-Aids and Neosporin and some tape, some instant coffee. This is like my bag top part, and I have a charger for, your, again, I do security gigs in New York City and all over the place, and I'll be gone for lots of hours, and my phone goes dead, and charging stuff, and headphones and stuff, and This is a trauma kit that I just updated recently, and the reason why I really have a trauma kit in my everyday bag is, again, this comes with me to work every day, and while at work I have a tourniquet in my pocket. I just took a course with Medicine in Bad Places. Check them out. Oh my God. But great course on TC3, Tactical Combat Casualty Care, and it's a tourniquet and chest seals and NPA, things that make an airway in their nose, and quick clot, and it's a trauma kit, like a stop the bleed kit, and I keep it with me at work. I mean, again, this is always in my truck too, that God forbid I needed it wherever I was. It's always close by, especially at the police job. So in a nutshell, that's my everyday carry. But even when I'm not walking around with the stuff that's in here, the stuff that's in my pockets, that's my real everyday carry. And again, the system, save yourself time, energy, money, is go through your day and just see what you need. And next time you forget something, or you're like, oh man, I can't believe I had to spend $5 on chapstick. Well, man, spend $5 on 5 chapsticks and put one in each thing that you're gonna have with you. We'll do another video on my everyday carry, or the everyday carry system that I use for my truck and wherever. And the idea is, again, this is for prepping 101. So for a lot of my prepper and survivalist friends out there, this probably seems very elementary. But for the newer students coming in, and the newer students that are coming to me, it's a good reference tool for them. And just to give you an idea of how I came up with this stuff, was a lot of bad days of getting caught without it. All right? So I probably went longer than I wanted to, but when I start babbling about stuff that I'm passionate about, I lose track and I just keep going. If you've made it this far and you like what I'm teaching and preaching, go ahead and give me a thumbs up and like this video. If you're loving it, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. If you gotta have it, hit the bell notification button, and YouTube will let you know when the next video drops, so you get all sorts of cool content and you won't miss any of these. If you're really digging it and you'd like more, you can find us on all social media platforms at 5 Elements Tactical. Well, that's all I got for now, warriors. So until our paths cross again, pray for the best, prepare for the rest. I'm Kyoshi Dave Herman with 5 Elements Tactical Training. Thanks for watching. Boom, one take! One take! It's not possible. It's not possible. It's not possible.